G'day folks, we got ourselves an fence. Join us as I explain why we have it set up the way we have and what it's for. I just got myself really well. This is the reason why we have an electric fence, to protect our orchard. When the sheep come along, they get zapped. I've put it really close to our trees because I'm hoping what will happen is the sheep will come through, hit this fence and get shocked. Being that sheep have a woolly coat, once their head's through, they're not going to get much of a shock. But if we can get them when their head's there, it'll make it all good. That is the reason why it's so close together as well, because they tend to come in with their nose, so we want it where their nose level is. And having it around the orchard to keep them out instead of an electric fence to keep them in, if that makes sense. So this is the furthest point from the actual generator, the energizer I should say. You'll see I have the star pickets close together and they're terminating. I don't want a continuous circuit, I want each strand to be its own. And that's how I've done it. All I've done is a little bow lines to tie it off, easy to undo. As I said, you can tie them back together. There's really fine strands of wire through the cord. That's what carries the voltage. This one's running at about 6 kilovolts, so 6,000 volts. It's hovering anywhere between 5.8 and 6.2. I've seen it peak at about 10 amps. That's when we were testing the grounding of it. It's a very good setup for keeping animals out. Sheep can be a challenge, but I think we've got them under control here. And as I said, I've made it so they can stick their heads through, try and reach these, get a bit of a whack, learn their lesson, stay away. There's plenty of grass and fruit trees elsewhere in and around the property and in stations up and down, so they can have a feast. This thing has already learnt not to go through it, as you see. 2 zaps and she's got a very healthy respect for it. Bit quicker than me. Anyway, I better jump. Maybe if I'm really quick. Oh. Close. So we have a 4-strand electric fence here. Each of these is its own circuit, and I've got it connected with the positive, and then I've got these wires, and then I've got these connectors. They're just a clamp on. You can tie a knot in there, but I found these a bit more effective. Over here I've got the insulators, and just below is the earthing stake. An earthing stake is vital with an electric fence. Now you can earth it in 2 ways. For example, I could run a 5th strand and make this middle strand, instead of being an electrical one, make it the earth. Or you can have the earth stuck out. These support braces you can have where the earth wire is away from these, so any animals that come in touch the earth first before touching this and giving themselves a wallop. The ground moisture plays a critical part. In something small like I've done, it's not that big a deal, but if you're running, for example, this unit can be a single strand run 8 kilometers. You imagine running at a few Ks around a property, you lose the earthing. A good trick, I'll see if I can find an image of it, is you will drive in an earth stake, test the wires, and if need be, run the string a good metre or 2 away from the first earthing stake and drive in a second earthing stake, 3rd, 4th, 5th, until you've got enough earthing stakes there to get the conductivity you need. But again, each of these strands is their own circuit. The earth completes that. And that way, I'm not using a voltage drop because I could zigzag the strands all the way around, but then I've got a really long run. I want to get the maximum effect. As you can see, this thing really kicks. A bit more on the specifics of this one. This one's a 0.3 of a joule. It's supposed to cover 8 kilometers, but with this, with this wire and its output, I don't know. It supposedly does 8 kilovolts. Built-in battery, small solar panel. Their claim is if you have one sunny day in every 3, it'll stay fully charged. Also claimed that it'll get 20 days of overcast. It'll run for a full 20 days. We'll wait and see what it does. Now there you have it. There's quite a few the same. That's how you turn it off. You can see it's still draining away, but there's like a key. With the key removed, you can't do anything. You have to put the key back in and flick it on, and there we have it. It's alive again. I'm sick of getting electrocuted by this, so I'm going to steer clear for a while. I'm energized. Any questions? Ask below. I'm not promoting a brand or type, I'm just giving you a bit of reasoning why we have this electric fence around our orchard. I'll show you a different angle, give you an idea. Because I'm in the middle of the build and I don't have time to finish this orchard fence off, we're hitting the dry part of the year where the cattle and the sheep wander. I want to keep them out. If it looks like the cattle are going to get within our property, I will put 2 extra strands in. But at this stage, it's primarily for the sheep because they're the ones that get through our exterior fence. Will it work? Time will tell. I'm hoping it will. But this is far better than individually wrapping every tree like we did last year. I'll see if I can show you a picture of that. That's our setup. If you've got any questions or suggestions, leave them down below. Like, subscribe. Hopefully we entertain you. And I hope we provide you with useful information. There you have it. Our electric fence to keep the sheep out of the orchard. Till next time, catch you later. We got ourselves an fence. I just got myself really well. And I've got, we got ourselves. So here's the other side. But with this, that's it from me. Till next time. So here's the other side. Hit this fence furthest. And it's, again, boat. It's really come along. Bang.